Alright, I assume everyone else has... Also, where the heck is Golbez? Why can't I talk to him? Okay, I got to the Vitra next quest. I'm like, wait, there's no quest marker here. Alright. Reunited at last. Vitra is overjoyed to have reunited with his sister. Is she just gonna sit on his head or something? Yep.
Words cannot well express my relief that we could rescue my sister.
Yeah, I think that's an understatement.
Nor my gratitude to all of you. What of him, Golbez?
He felt it would be inappropriate for him to be present at your reunion with Azdaja, and chose to remain down in the chasm.
That's what I was asking.
If you wish to hear an apology, however, I should be glad to drag him here.
Nay, that shall not be necessary. By his deeds hath he demonstrated his contrition.
So, what will you do now?
I've learned much, journeying together with you. Experienced things I could never have experienced alone. Together with Golbez, I hope to do the same as we labor to restore the 13th.
Then I suppose it's farewell for now.
Be sure to share with Golbez what you've learned of the Source and its reflections, as well as the true nature of light and dark. He is as resourceful as he is determined, and will surely make the very most of the insights.
Indeed. Once we've gained a better understanding of the situation, I hope we can rely on your counsel.
But of course, I too shall continue probing new possibilities.
Well, I'm sure you
The better
will.
to be of aid when the time comes.
She's still gonna she's still gotta get her reunion with Renar.
Speaking of which... From ocean rise and cloud bank form, from mountain spring and rainfall storm, from river flow and life be born.
Estinian.
Come forth, my servant.
She changed the incantation. How boring. Oh no, this is a different minion. Oh, I guess it's technically the same. She just changed it a little bit. Uh-oh.
I revised the incantation, which is not to say you know how it went before.
She's still so embarrassed about it. Uh-oh.
Are we clear?
Yes. It's like a Hildebrand skit. Except for how I used it in my thumbnail for the video.
Scales, which apparently provide greater protection than before. This should keep the familiar safe. So long as you give the Nixie ether from time to time, it will persist and serve as a beacon for us to find you.
Already we find ourselves with a new ally. Thank you.
Why didn't you give Renar one of these?
When you have the chance, please thank everyone for me. Those in Radz-at-Han, Garlemald, Sharlayan. The first and on the moon. A lengthy list. A gift for Reen, in return for the light she helped me harness. It's the Memoria holding Zeromus.
Now why would she want this?
If used to augment darkness in the first, it may help to create balance between our worlds.
Okay.
An excellent idea. Similarly, why not entrust the Archfiend's Memoria to Zero?
In that case, I shall pass them on to Golbez, to inspire and admonish him in equal measure.
We don't have handing over technology. I'll see you again, right? The 13th is in good hands. You should know that... Oh yeah. Again, this probably only pops up if you've done at least the Warring Triad, but I think you need the Void quest to know Sylvia. Or Silva. Let's see what she says.
What? There are others from our world who seek to restore it. Then please tell them this. Though we are worlds apart, in our shared objective, we walk as one.
I'm gonna go over to the bar later to talk to them. In the first. See if they have different dialogue. I know at least the barmaid, Serena, is there. At least we have handshaking technology.
Sad though it is to say farewell. 'Tis past time we returned home. Pray, climb upon my back.
Azdaja just sitting there on his head. It's a little hard to see because she kind of camouflaged in with the scale color, but no, red against green. Okay. Oh yeah, it's still hard to see.
Till we meet again. No matter where we are, or how much time passes, our bond will endure. This I believe.
Well, that was the last we were going to see of Zero for now. Maybe eventually we'll see her again. Well, back on the moon. Let's go ahead and talk to everyone. How did things hold up, Urianger? Urianger and the Loberts are to be commended for ensuring that the seal held fast. And I can see Azdaja right there. It's really hard to see her. To think this all began with a simple treasure hunt. Gods, I could sleep for a week. Like, how long in real time has this taken? I know that the entire MSQ is ambiguous time frame and timeline and stuff, but I think this only happened over the course of like 3 days. We have awaited your return with bated breath, as should be apparent. Not of note occurred in your absence. That's good. A pity there was no need to employ our combat supporters. Still, everyone is safe, and that's all that matters. Oh, look at Mac. I can't do her voice. Everyone. While you were away, a rent in the fabric of reality suddenly appeared. Through it, we can observe your locked in furious battle with Zeromus. By the time it closed up, we had seen your victory. Well done, by the way. But we still couldn't breathe easy until we knew for certain that you were safe and sound. And here you are, thank heavens. Dare I hope Azdaja is safe too? And Zero? Well, Zero's not coming back, and Azdaja is floating right there in the background. In a word, yes. Though we cannot return Azdaja to her original form, Beecher granted her a new vessel using one of his eyes. His circumstances are unique, but it nevertheless gives me hope that there may be a way to save other Void Sent. As for Zero, she has chosen to remain in her world and do what she can to restore it. Ah, so the light of hope shines again amidst the darkness. Hers is an admirable dream, and I pray she hops and skips her way to making it a reality. Hops and skips, 'cause rabbits. Perhaps our research into environments capable of supporting life would be of use in the 13th. Maybe. Oh, now there's a thought. A day may come when the people of the Source and the 13th work hand in hand. In anticipation of this, we must accumulate even more useful technology. And I must inform Jammingway as well. I spy an opportunity for the last dregs to expand into the void. Does she say this if you haven't started the Omicron quests? Because you don't unlock the last dregs until you do the optional dungeon quest for, what's it called? I can picture the dungeon. Stigma Dreamscape, that's it. Ah, but don't let us detain you with our cavalcade of brilliant ideas. We'll see that the gate is closed and the seal deactivated. So go on home and get some rest. And that includes you, Urianger. As thou dost command, pray convey my gratitude to the Watcher for his timely assistance. 'Twould seem Vitra is preparing to depart. Come, let us descend to the Tower of Babel. Upon arriving in Garlemald, 'twould be meet to inform Hulis of our mission's outcome. Let us seek him out and interrogate him. Alright, that's probably a good idea. Because we had to go through this whole thing about people not wanting us to use the tower because it was taboo and stuff. I suppose we'll have to rename our Void Sent slaughter bots now. A shame. The name just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Still, it was a joy to be of aid to the people of Aetheres again. Wouldn't it be grand? I can't remember. I can picture this Lopard's voice, but I can't really do it myself. Wouldn't it be grand if we could make it possible for people to spend time in the void without protective talismans? I mean, that you could just bring back light to the void and that would work too. Alright, let me see. Okay, yeah, let's just teleport straight to Tertium. Tertium, whatever, however you say it. Alright, there they are. The fact you've come all this way can only mean they've been developments. I'm all ears. Ah, to see you. What news of your mission in the void? Well, everything went badly and we're all going to die. I mean, everything is great.
Oh, it's you again. Is everything all right?
Of course it is.
So you were able to rescue Azdaja. Thank the 12.
Channeling light from the first was rather ingenious. It may fall short of cross-rift travel, but it's still an impressive achievement in my book.
You're too kind. Suffice it to say, though, that I don't intend to rest on these laurels. There's always more to be done.
Of course not. She's gotta go see Renar.
Zero stayed in the void, did she? Well, if I had known it would come to that, I would have said a proper farewell.
Zero took your words to heart. Zero sends her thanks.
Really? I don't remember saying anything profound.
Well, to her, it made a difference to her.
Still, I'm glad that she got something out of her time here. As the days roll on, things will change for the both of us. But some things will remain as they are. As far as I'm concerned, Zero will always be a friend and comrade. And I will never forget her.
If she's working tirelessly to restore the 13th, it wouldn't do to be outdone here. When next Zero visits, we must see to it that you have a shiny new Garlemald to show her.
Indeed. And speaking of rebuilding, there's a matter I'd like to discuss with you and Alphino. Word has spread of our dealings with Radz-at-Han, and people are excited by the prospect of standing on our own 2 feet again. Naturally, it won't be straightforward. It never is. But on the whole, I have a good feeling about things.
In other words, it may be time for us to limit our involvement. That Garleans might take the lead? I can see the sense in that.
No, that's not what I meant at all. Seeing as things are going well, we want you to take a rest. A proper rest. That's what I wanted to say on everyone's behalf.
That's a little bit more positive.
You've done so much for us already. Toiled beside us in the cold for far longer than anyone could ask. You've earned a reprieve 100 times over. So go on. Step away from here and head wherever you like. But if it were me, I'd choose somewhere warm.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I was thinking of taking a break anyway.
Right, Alice. Right.
Far be it from us to go against such a heartfelt request. Though I would be lying were I to say matters here wouldn't weigh on our minds.
We could take a leaf out of Zero's book and roam about for a while. Maybe visit nations who share little history with Garlemald. Look for opportunities to foster future relations. We might learn something of recent foreign affairs that has escaped our notice.
As an independent party, we would be well suited to the task. An excellent idea, Alice.
Well, that hardly sounds like a rest at all.
I don't think they know what that means.
To us, it is the best kind of rest. Stimulating and meaningful.
If it's settled, then let's return to Sharlayan and consider our options. What about the rest of you? Do you have any plans?
Yeah, it's called patch 6.55.
We're indebted to Lord Fortuneau and his colleagues for their cooperation. 'Twould be meet to report on the outcome of our mission.
That's right, because they helped us with the, I forget what the Aether font. I think that's what the dungeon was called.
Then it seems we are all bound for Charlian. Upon arriving, let us seek out Atheles at the Rostra and have her notify Father.
Alright, looks like the twins are gonna take some break from Garlemald. And probably roam around and do whatever they're going to do. Alright, we gotta teleport to the old Charlian. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, and then the roster is up there. Over by the, well, yeah, the forum. So go ahead and teleport on up there. Yep. And then we got one more quest after this. But before we talk to Atheles, however you say their name, talk to everyone else. Father has many demands on his time, but I should hope he can spare us a moment. Having been away for so long, it might be nice to stay a while, if only to set Father and Mother's minds at ease, especially the Father's. I've lost count of how many times I've come here, but it's apparently enough that the immigration officials no longer interrogate me. He's a mercenary. Small blessings, eh? Without further ado, let us tend to business. It cannot be overstated how invaluable Lord Fortuneau's cooperation was. We must thank him profusely. Hello, Daddy. Wait, aren't you the Science of the Seventh Dawn? Or were, rather. I understand you've disbanded. Well, technically, yes. In audience with Lord Fortuneau, you're in luck. The forum has just this moment adjourned, and he's still inside with the Scholarch. Please wait here while I inform them of your presence. Wasn't you told us and I supposed to go and tell him about all the stuff that she discovered? The Scholarch? Apologies to have kept you. I trust you won't object if Scholar Montagny also attends. Not at all. He helped us out with this, didn't right? My incorrigible children, were you not assisting with Garlemald's reconstruction? Our hosts were most insistent that we take a rest, so here we are. But more importantly, Brilliant has news that she would share with you. You see, so we just, like, rescued a dragon from the void and, like, you know. It's kind of a crazy story, to be honest. So the threat has passed. These are glad tidings indeed. Harnessing light from the first, a technological triumph that could have ended in catastrophic failure. Yeah, that sounds about right. But let us not dwell on hypotheticals. Like the Aether from the Isle of Ham, you employed the light for peaceful, albeit unanticipated, purposes. Knowledge exists to serve the greater good, as my father was fond of saying. I'm inclined to agree in this instance. It has been established that world-ending crises in the reflections are connected to calamities in the source. As such, the strides you made in understanding the nature of and affecting a change in a reflection may one day prove vital for mankind's preservation. The Forum will be eager to review your accounts thoroughly, for every drop of water serves to swell the great river of knowledge. Well, this is more like a fountain than a drop, but whatever. Might we prevail upon you to prepare a comprehensive report, Y'shtola, on the subjects of the void and cross-rift travel both? It would be my pleasure. We will share these tidings with those who aided you, Okul Dokul, not least of all. Now, if you'll excuse me, we must be on our way. I shall be glad to speak with you both later. And they just noticed they changed out of their winter outfits. I thought they were still wearing them because they were color coordinated. Alright, we got one more after this. Go and talk to everyone, then talk to Y'shtola, pick up the last one. Yeah, growing light. If I heard correctly, it seems you saved the world yet again. Well, yeah. I look forward to telling my father of our efforts in Garlemald. He will have sage counsel to offer, I'm sure. You are, of course, welcome at our home. Mother, for one, would be thrilled to have you. But I won't twist your arm if you have other matters to attend to, she says, averting her eyes and fidgeting like crazy. Yes, Alize, I get it. You want me to come over? If I didn't know any better, I'd say Father Dearest is warming to us. I've no interest in sipping tea at the family estate again, though. Drinks at the tavern, on the other hand. Yeah, because Alphinaud wanted to show off his friend to his mom in that Endwalker cutscene. Unfortunately, we didn't actually get to see it, but it was still funny. Although Master Louis Soir hath left us, he liveth in his teachings. 'Tis gratifying to see that Master Forchnald too hath come to acknowledge the wisdom in them. Yeah, because before he was so anti Louis Soir, he would basically like say the opposite just to be against him. Anyway, let's talk to Y'shtola and continue on. Growing light to little Azdaja in the moon there. Y'shtola has the look of a woman satisfied with her work. With that, our obligations here are concluded. Oh, Nidana, what news from Thavnair? They've returned then? Wonderful. Rest assured, all is well with us too. Is that so? We should be honored, of course. I shall relay this to the others. A great feast will be held in Radz-at-Han to celebrate Azdaja's homecoming. You've all been invited. Look good. Nothing like some free food. It's the best kind of reward. I'm afraid my sister and I must decline. We've only just returned home. To leave again as so soon would be inconsiderate to our parents. With regret, I too must excuse myself from attendance. What's wrong with you people? Free food! A prior commitment requireth that I remain in Sharlayan for a time. Let not all absence deter you, however. Pray enjoy yourselves to the fullest. I've no plans in particular, so you can count me in. I may as well visit the Radiant Host while I'm there. Like, that seems like exactly the kind of thing Estinian would want to join in on. Or at least for the free food and to talk with and talk and train with the soldiers. How about you, Brilliant? I mean, it's free food, like I said. Right, see? They got it. Far be it from me to turn down free food. I have a delivery to make on the first. No, we're gonna eat the free food first. That's the spirit. But what of the Memoria Crystal? That can wait. There's free food to be eaten. It would be remiss of us not to deliver it promptly to our friend in the first. Fine, I guess I can make a quick delivery. Oh, come on. Also, if they are to transfer light and dark between worlds, you will need command over the Crystal Tower. Didn't we give instructions to Becklug for how to do this already? In which case, I shall give you my spirit vessel to take again. When you arrive in the Crystarium, a sentry at the tower should be able to round up everyone for you. I thought Big Lug had all the information already from Graha's spirit vessel. Once you have seen to matters there, come and join us at Magadu. Okay, good. We're just making a quick detour. Give everyone our regards, you hear? Alright, let's go and teleport over to the Crystarium. Let me double check that it's the Crystarium. Yes, let's go and teleport over there. I remember in the last part, they went ham with the animations with Reen. Like, I get this is the first time we've seen her in a while, but like, that was a lot more than I would have expected. Anyway, let's make our way up to the gatekeep. Oh, I should have read that. I just realized it says something different. Reen looks so short next to Lena.
Ah, yes. The king has already shared what they glimpsed in the source. The day is won, and the danger past. Hearing the tidings lifted a great weight from my shoulders. Never before had I taken on such a monumental request.
Small though it was, we are glad to have played a role in saving the Exarch's home. And yours. Furthermore, the endeavor served to reaffirm the bond between the peoples of Norvrant. Nurturing this bond, we will strive to be an example for the world Zero aspires to restore.
Is it grape flavor?
Is that a Memoria crystal? I can feel it. The tremendous darkness within. Using darkness from the void to restore balance to this world. If such a thing could be done! Well, well. Though night has returned to our world, darkness cannot arise of its own accord, much less in abundance. But if it could be brought here in like manner to how we channeled light to the void, it may well be possible to restore the empty in its entirety.
I mean, you restored that little area during the Eden quests. But that's not the whole void. Or not the void. Empty. It's so big. And she just puts it somewhere.
Do you still have that spirit vessel with you?
Yep.
If so, I beg you loan it to me for a time. I would use it to investigate a way to have the tower receive rather than send energy.
Now is it receiving? So what is it going to receive darkness?
Thank you. I shall commence my work at once, in concert with Unu Kalhai, and rigorously explore the possibilities.
Again, does this happen if you haven't done the Void quests?
I too need to explore new possibilities for my powers. My recent experience at Nabatha-Reng has taught me that. To that end, I will set aside botany for a time, and focus instead on myself. Knowing Zero is out there, doing her utmost to restore her own world, it inspires me to redouble my efforts.
There you are.
Oh, wait, what? She is canon.
I waited and waited, but you never came. What have you been doing here?
Gaia!
Does any of this happen if you haven't done the Eden quests?
Oh.
She didn't have much voice dialogue in Eden.
Do I know you?
Don't tell me you've lost your memory again. I was doing coffee biscuits, remember?
Oh, I'm just teasing. I wouldn't forget you in a hurry. I'm still keeping my diary, adding new memories to it every day.
Not only that, Gaia's writing a story too. I can't wait for it to become a book.
Enough about that. What were you talking about?
Couldn't she help with the darkness stuff? She's technically an Ascian. Or at least a shard of an Ascian.
Harnessing darkness from the void. Now there's an idea. Of course, if you're dealing with darkness, Reen alone won't cut it. Next time, call on me as well, alright?
Yeah, seriously, I was kind of thinking about that. Why didn't they just call Gaia? But I guess they didn't have the, they needed to make the choice if they wanted to move her into canon or not. Because she's only been in the Eden quests and then there's a couple dialogue options that, or a couple extra bits of dialogue that mention Gaia only if you've done the Eden quests, as far as I know. Come to speak with Reen, have you? Well, don't keep her for too long. I was planning a trip to Ilmeg, but knowing how devious the Fae folk can be, I asked her to join me. Oh yeah, that's definitely the only reason, Gaia, yep. I also wouldn't mind visiting Amorat someday. It's been on my mind of late. It would be interesting to see where those two lived in the time of the ancients, if only once. I assume she means, when she says those two, she means Lawgriff and... what's the other guy's name? I can't remember his name, the guy who liked her. If I had Gaia's help, I wonder if I could take in darkness the same way Zero took in light. Reen? Reen? Don't make me call Thancred to talk you down on this. For so long, I was loath to trust in others, fearful of my research being misused again. That it may serve noble ends comes as a relief. I shall spare no effort to restore balance between light and dark. That's the wrong voice, but whatever. It was a mighty struggle, but I had faith that you would be victorious in the end. And I doubt not that the people of Novront will cheer when they learn that the Warrior of Darkness managed to save their home. I know you are a busy woman, so don't let us keep you. Rest assured that we will continue the work we've begun. I think I'm accidentally doing more of an Indian accent instead of a Scottish accent, but whatever. If the Crystal Tower is to be used for research, it may be prudent to bolster its security. It is the Exarch's legacy, and we must spare no effort to keep it safe. Yep. Alright, let's teleport to Megaduta. And that'll probably be pretty much all that's left. Alright, let's teleport over there. I'm so glad that they have this mini Aetheryte system. Because it seems like the kind of thing that would just be overlooked and be like, oh, you gotta traverse the whole city on its own. It's like, no, that's annoying. Like when I played a bit of classic WoW and I had to run around like Stormwind and Orgrimmar, and it's like it takes you like 5 minutes to get across the city, which is like cool for immersion, but it's a pain when you're trying to get stuff done. Anyway, let's go and talk to the accommodating official and wrap this up. Mistress Mason, you honor us with your presence. Though I am but a humble servant, I offer you heartfelt thanks for rescuing the satrap's beloved sister. But without further ado, the great feast to celebrate this joyous occasion is about to begin. The venue's in Merides Mayhain, and you are a guest of honor. Oh good, I thought they were going to make me run over there. Alright, this is probably going to be voice. Oh, but it's party time. With the drunk guy. There's Justinian in the background. And the boy. This was his sister.
It cannot be. Oh, Vashan, my darling little brother. To think that I will never see you again.
Vashan is just Vitra, bro.
The way you carry on, anyone would think he was actually your brother.
Donna, please.
Save your tears now. His Excellency still has one of his eyes. And he has made it clear he intends to continue using his vessel. You'll see Varshan again. Never fear.
Truly? But will it be the little one?
Personally, I prefer the adult vessel. It cuts a gallant figure and has superior functionality besides.
Bah, I don't care about such things. My little brother is...
I think you've had a little too much to drink.
And adorable!
Sisters, give me strength.
'Tis a fine thing being so loved.
Oh, it looks like he's had a little too much too. He's definitely had too much. So who's gonna come over here and join us?
Had enough of the revelry, have you?
There he is. I figured it was gonna be Estinian.
So, what's next for our hero? No need to decide just yet. You'll recall our escapades in the void began with a treasure map I paid entirely too much gil for.
Well, at least he realizes it.
You can't force an adventure. It'll happen when it happens. And you'll know when the time is right. Till then, it's good to lend an ear to others and their tales. And speaking of others...
Discussing each other's plans, are we? Alas, I have nothing exciting to share. I foresee an extended confinement in my Sharlayan chambers, compiling my theories on cross-rift travel.
Yeah, she's got to write her report, like a nerd.
My research may be classified, prohibited by the powers that be. But so long as a bond exists between people, ever shall our worlds be connected. As it stands, a means to travel to the first is within reach, and I would be satisfied even should my research not exist in an official capacity.
Yeah, her stuff's gonna get put in the Forbidden Archives.
And what of you, Estinian? Have you any plans?
Oh, and he's gone.
He never was one to stay put for long, though I've no doubt he will make himself known when needed.
It was kind of amazing he stuck around for the entirety of Endwalker. He'll appear again, just not for a while. The tiny scream. Roar, not a scream. She's a tiny little thing, but she's still his sister. Alright, you stole her? It was a very lively feast, was it not? And it impressed upon me once again how dear Vitra is to his people. Well, as much as I should like to linger, 'tis past time I took my leave. If you mean to depart as well, I suggest you call on Vitra before setting out. And before I forget, thank you for everything we've learned, and for everything we accomplished. I couldn't be more grateful. Till next time, take care. Alright, let's head back over to Megaduta and wrap this up. Let's see, yeah, there's the Aether Shard. So glad they added a map to that. I can't believe it took until Endwalker for them to add that. Oh, there's Vershon, and then the Azdaja following him around. Vitra's friend, I thank thee. Azdaja regards you how? With a keen interest. Okay, let's talk to Vershon and wrap this up. Brilliant. I hope you enjoyed the festivities. To be able to celebrate Azdaja's return with everyone was moving beyond words. Lest you wonder, I've chosen to use this vessel for now, the better to escort my sister at about Radz-at-Han. This leaves my true form without an eye, but I do not anticipate having need of it in the immediate future. Yeah, I'm wondering because, like, Needhogg survived without his eyes for a long time, so even without either of his eyes, he still has some magical power, and he's able to, like, basically, he's just blind, basically. Long have I dreamed of showing Azdaja my beautiful city, the enduring jewel born of unity, and I shall relish every moment of it. Now then, I believe both Y'shtola and Y'shtrean have embarked on their respective journeys. But have you yourself business elsewhere? I don't know yet. If not, you're welcome to remain here as long as you like. Should aught of import arise, we will inform you, but until such a day arrives, I bid you take your ease. Is there going to be a meanwhile cutscene? Meanwhile, in Old Charlian. There we go. Wouldn't be the end of a patch without a meanwhile cutscene.
Everything appears to be in order.
Instead of being the students of Baldizian, shouldn't they be the organizers of Baldizian?
At last. So time-consuming. How nice would it be to have a mammoth to handle such tasks? Now then, let's have a look at you.
What's that sigil there? No, that's the wrong word.
Quite old, this letter. We'll need to store it carefully.
Seal is the right word. That's what I was looking for.
Addressed to grandfather, and come all the way from Tuliolal, from a Gulu someone.
Leading us into the Dawn Trail.
Oh, the ink's too faded. Hardly anything is legible. Come on, give me something. A commission to investigate the Golden City in Tural. How odd. No one ever mentioned such a commission, nor have I seen any records. Something else in here.
Ooh, there's the earring. I've seen her wearing that.
Unusual earring. How does it relate to the petition, I wonder? Oh, Did you go there, grandfather? To the Golden City in Tural?
Well, that's a teaser. Who's our favorite bun boy?
Back again already, after making a show of leaving.
Ooh.
Well, this is it, Charlene. Quite a far cry from Tuliolal, yes?
Oh, this is a teaser. I'm pretty sure I know who that is, by the way. I've seen screenshots.
Come, let's go and find your candidate. Our adventurer friend.
Man, they really know how to they really know how to get you hooked. Okay, I'm gonna teleport to the Discrestarium, head over to the bar, and talk to Celia, or Sela, however you say your name, and Unakauhai, see if they have any different dialogue now that we finished that. Yeah, so there she is, and then Unakauhai should be... Oh, he's right here. I thought that they were standing over here with Surrogate Tainer, but whatever. Do they have any different dialogue? At loose ends are you? You're welcome to loiter around if you tend to... No, be grateful businessman. I mean, of course, okay, I think that's pretty much the same that they always... How far are you late? Talk about Eden. How high? I went to the 13th, okay. I don't know when this happens. When this becomes available. I too know of the sting of the acid's deception. 'Tis well that this Golbez now strives to make amends. Okay, so this, I don't know, this has to only be available after you finish 6.5. As for your friend Zero, I struggle to believe she has not only journeyed here to the first, but was able to take light into herself. That one might have such strength of spirit beggars belief. That is not to say Unakauhai and I are not capable in our own right. In fact, I believe it may soon be time to put our plans into motion and return home to the 13th. Okay, let's see if Unakauhai has something. Zeromus? Oh, see, this only happens if you finish 6.5, okay. Zeromus? He was a great hero of Eld, beloved by all. Never did I imagine his name would live again after 10,000 years. Fitting that another who bears it might aid us, even if only by way of a Memoria crystal. That it should be wielded by this Zero is both reassuring and encouraging. To know that we are not alone in our endeavor makes our work here in the first all more important. Speaking of which, I recently spoke with your comrades, returned from the empty. Only Orionje could have arrived at a solution as ingenious as primal summoning. Reading Gaia are quite formidable here. Okay, so this part is what you would normally get if you finished Eden. But the other part only comes if you've done 6.5.